guys just freaked the hell out. What is this? Hi, but your girlfriend's at home? If it wasn't for comedy, I'd be at home. I would never go outside of my house. Last summer, I went on a 3-month holiday, all-inclusive, to Netflix. That's my life. Yes. Yes, you can divide my life up into 2 pieces, before Netflix and, well, now, because I have Netflix. And I love it. Yes. You don't care. That's okay, I got Netflix. So, yes, I'm performing in English for my fans who expected me to play in Dutch. This is another language. And the scariest thing I've ever done since trying a clipper instead of my razor on my pubic hair. So, I hope this ends better. We'll see. But it might not. You never know, because that is comedy. Yes. I am Berit UK. It's a very international name. It's going to work out great for me, I think. Yes, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I can't remember what I wanted. Oh, yes. So, I was going to dinner with the guys on beforehand, and I was like, oh my God, if it wasn't for comedy, I would never get outside of the house. Why is it that I hate people? No, well, not all. Some, well, not. I just don't know the codes. I just don't know how to behave around other people, because I've never learned, because I was homeschooled. Yes, I was never taught how to play nice. Anybody here homeschooled? Oh, no, because, that was really lonely. I sometimes had to, take my own lunch money just to fit in. It was awful. No, that's a lie. We didn't have any money. Because my parents, they worked for the big guy. God, yes. They're missionaries. They're Jesus expats. They are, yes. So that was embarrassing as a child when somebody came up to me and said, what does your father do for a living? I would say, he's a fire truck and look at Bert, and then I'd run off. So, yeah. In case you wonder if I still have contact with my parents, my mother calls me a lot. And at this moment in my life, I'm 35. When she calls me, at the end of the conversation, she just leaves a little silence. And I just wait it out, and then she just says, is there something you want to tell me? And I say, yeah, there's no God, and then I hang up. She really wants to be a grandma. She called me last week and she said, it can be black, or a retard. If you wait any longer, that's what it'll be. Yes, she really wants a grandchild. So what I told her now is, Mom, I have a test if I have a child wish. I say to myself, Brit, do you want a baby or do you want a burger? And until now it's like, ooh, burger. Safe, yes. Me and my boyfriend, we don't have children because we can't handle the responsibility. When I say we, I mean him. Yeah, so we made a plan, and we decided that we would get a plant, and if that survived for a year, we would get a dog, a puppy, and if that one, we wouldn't kill it for a year, then we would go around the table and talk about it again. So we had a plan. His name was Bob. Wow. I was really, really nervous before we got Bob, responsibility, but it's true what they say. It's really different when it's your own plant. Yes. It is, in fact, I don't know if it's the greatest gift in life, a plant, but yeah, it certainly changed my view on life, because I put him in the window. And Bob, he is a succulent, which means he retains a lot of water, just like his mother. So, it makes me proud. We had the plant for a year, and it still survived. Bob's still alive, so now we have a puppy. He's downstairs in a bag, a dog bag, not just like plastic bag with holes in it. I would never again do that. But when I got my dog, people would come up to me and say, "You got a dog? Why a dog? Why not a cat?" you can say, obviously. I didn't know. It's like, it doesn't work like that with babies. You walk up to somebody and go, you got a baby? Why not a cat? It's so much more low maintenance. I hate cats. They're gross. Some people hate me now, but you're cat people, so fuck you. You're pathetic. And you smell weird. And you're gonna die alone, but you know. What else? Yeah, so I wanted to talk about my biggest frustration, because you know, it doesn't all have to be positive what I'm saying right here, right now. I can share things with you. Oh yeah, so what I also wanted to say, I forgot, is as a child, people are usually afraid of the monster under their bed, right? Monsters. I wasn't afraid of that. I was afraid of an angel appearing. Because they told me all the stories, you know, an angel appearing out of nowhere. And what's the first thing an angel says when they appear? Don't be afraid. I mean, that's sketchy, right? That's kind of, if I walk into a supermarket or take the bus or the train, I just walk in and I go, don't be afraid. People are going to freak out, right? It's like when your mother calls you and she goes, okay, it's not really bad. Don't be afraid. You're freaking out, right? So I was really scared of that. So, now you know me. All of me. But I want to talk about a frustration because I'm running out of time. Not that I'm dying or anything, but my comedy time. And yes, I had to sit through it and then I can get drunk. So, yes, I love my job. It's not like I would have sex. I love my job. So yeah, it's like a frustration of mine. There's this new species. They're like almost a new species. We have them here in the Netherlands. I'm Dutch. I didn't know it. I told them. You're Dutch, but you're really small. Yeah, so fuck you. Why? Yeah. Usually when I do an international gig, which I've never done, but I watch them, and all the Americans and the British people go, you Dutch people, you're all so tall. And I'm like, what is wrong with me then? I'm genetically fucked. So that's what's wrong. Anyway, there's here in the Netherlands, I don't know if they have it anywhere else in the world, but in the Netherlands there's like this new species. They're really pretty and beautiful and clever and smart and witty, so enough reason to die in my book. And they're like yeah, on the street, and when you get near them, they kind of jump in front of you and go, hello, can I ask you something? Do you know those assholes? Yes. They used to be for charity, you know? It started out as charity, oh, the pandas are dying, we don't give a fuck. And then it turned, now they do newspapers and HelloFresh and other mobster kind of shit. And they really bug me because I've never learned to play nice. I have a problem that I don't have a filter in my head. If I think something, it's gonna come out. And where I live in Leiden, you know Leiden? It's really pretty. Okay, thank you, baby. This is my boyfriend, but he doesn't know it yet. So in Leiden, they're in front of the station, so I have to pass that about 3-4 times a day because there's the Burger King. And then when I walk outside, one time I came from my job. At that time, I worked in a children's daycare because best birth control ever. And I walked out of the station, and this really handsome guy was in front of me out of nowhere, and he said, "Ma'am, do you like children?" I came from my job, so I'm like, "No!" And then he said, "Oh, you're hungry. I can tell. You can go." Last Valentine's Day, I was walking to the train station with my boyfriend, which I have, so boo-hoo for you. I was, broke his heart, now it's weekend. I was walking to the station with my boyfriend, and I spotted her in the corner of my eye. She was standing there. She was really tall and blonde and thin, and she had boobs at the right spots, and just 2 of them. And under her arm, she had red roses, and we passed her, and as we passed her, she threw one of her legs in front of my boyfriend, like, okay. Yeah, when I do it, it's more like a drumstick rolling off a plate, but she could really pull it off. She was like, and she was standing there, and then she looked at my boyfriend, And she went like, hello, hello, hello. Can I offer you a red rose? That last part didn't really happen, but in my head it did. And my boyfriend, he's really stupid because he's a man, so he took the rose, and we were standing there with the three of us, and she just looked at us and she said, did you know that 1 out of 3 people get cancer? And I just blurted out, oh, did you know we're hoping it's you? My name's Appleby. See you next time.
Okay, that was fantastic. Give it up one more time for Berit UK. Brilliant. Excellent.